you have to keep on practicing. You can't just go one night and then go, oh, I'm done now. Okay, relax. Then when you go into the fight, the next thing, the person will just win you down. That's almost like the devil. When you go out, when you don't practice your faith and you go out into the world, he'll just win you down like nobody's business. He'll just put you down, you'll fall. If you get your footwork right, as in standing up to the devil and saying, no, I won't do that, he can't hit you down in any way. You won't be able to do anything, but if you don't practice your faith enough, he'll just put you down on the floor. And the Sacrament of Confirmation is what strengthens your soul, helps you to stay standing and to fight the good fight.
Confirmation is when someone becomes a soldier of Christ in the Catholic Church.
Through the sacrament you're being confirmed as a woman, as a man of the Church.
The Holy Spirit comes down to us in a very special way.
And strengthens your soul.
And gives you 7 gifts.
It means that you're able to grow in your faith more. That's to me what it is. I got confirmed because I wanted to know our Lord more and come closer to Him.
In my head I kind of thought that it might be a bit boring and just another churchy thing, and it just happened and then things would carry on as normal. But in the preparation for the confirmation and the actual confirmation itself, I understood it a lot more and I was like, this is really cool.
My confirmation saint is Ignatius of Antioch. The thing that appealed to me was his great suffering and his martyrdom.
My confirmation saint is St. Maximilian Kolbe. I chose St. Maximilian because I found his life really inspiring and I would like to be like him. When he was very young, Our Lady appeared to him with a red crown and a white crown, and the red one symbolised martyrdom and the white one symbolised purity, and she asked him which one he would like to accept, and he accepted both. When World War II started, he was imprisoned in Auschwitz, and a prisoner escaped, and Maximilian, he wasn't chosen to die, but he volunteered to die when one of the selected prisoners started getting really upset about his wife and his children. Yeah, they accepted him to go and die in the starvation cell. He didn't die of starvation, but yeah, he was very weak, and they injected him with something poisonous, and yeah, he died. I think the way I would like to be like Maximilian Kolbe is to be able to sacrifice as much as he did. All throughout his life, not just at the end of it. But of course, at the end of it was the greatest sacrifice.
said just some tomato because I was reading a bit about it and I read that she did a lot of penances for conversion of sinners, and I felt she was going to be my role model, so that's why I chose it.
My patron saint of my confirmation was St. Padre Pio. The reason I chose him was there's something about Padre Pio that really did inspire me. Something about him really I can't explain, that really does just connect between him and I.
I chose St. Faustina because about a year ago I didn't know about her and I randomly had a dream about her. Anyway, so when I woke up I had the name St. Faustina in my head. So I looked the name up and found out that she actually existed and she was real and she was a saint. And as I got to know more about her over time, the more I knew her, the more I liked her and her life. I decided that when I got confirmed in the future, if I did, that she would be my confirmation saint. And 1 year later, I got confirmed and she was my confirmation saint.
I chose St. Jose Sanchez del Rio because I just like the fact that he stood up for what was right and decided to fight.
When I was getting confirmed, well, I felt a little bit nervous and excited. Yeah, I think it was a very exciting experience.
I felt like I was going to pass out or something. And I was so happy. I was just kneeling there and I had to force myself to stop grinning. I just could not stop. It was probably the best feeling I've ever had in my whole entire life.
I felt like I came closer to God.
As the bishop said, you wouldn't feel any different, but at the moment when I was confirmed, I felt like almost something new had sort of almost gone into me. It felt very breathtaking, because, wow, I'm confirmed now, wow. Well, waiting all that time for that moment that passed in seconds, but it still felt like something new had gone into you. It's an odd feeling you can't really explain it. And it was really the greatest day that I've had in my young life. From that very day, the day of my confirmation, there was immediately a change. In terms of obeying, lying, and basically following what the bishop said in that sermon that he gave, the main things that we have to keep trying to do is every day we have to try and be better than we were than that last day. And then the bishop says also, my dear candidates, what you have to really remember is you must change. Yes, I've tried to actually stick with that, so every day I've gone, lay in bed and go, oh, okay, right. I did that wrong today, I'm going to try and do that better today. So in those ways, those are the sort of things that have made me change.
I hope, and from what I've been told, that it will help me to defend my faith more than if I was just baptized. I think there might be a chance of helping me to not cling to the world. It may help me to basically surrender to God and go forward.
It will help me when I'm tempted to do something. It will help me in regards keeping my faith, especially, and it will help me in the hardest times of my life as well, because it does make you stronger spiritually.
I think the thing that stood out most for me was the fact that I was getting confirmed at the Traditional Rite, because I think, it's very rare, and I felt very special, and I really love it.
It's probably the actual ceremony when you walked up and knelt at the altar. I felt really happy, I guess.
Sometimes confirmation groups and classes, it's just like a whole ton of kids and they don't really know each other, and it's like a few lessons and then they get confirmed and then it's kind of just done. But it was really nice getting confirmed with people that I know and seeing them get confirmed. I found that really cool, and the whole thing being in the community, it was really nice.
Was crucified, died and was buried. Every week I go onto the altar, but this particular time was very, very, very special. And when we were saying the Our Father and the Apostles' Creed, those were the two times that really did stand out for me.
The union of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of glory, the life of the last.
Probably just the support I've had. Normally I probably wouldn't share my feelings with someone else, but since he's my sponsor, I can just go to him and just pour out whatever I have to talk about.
Now that I'm older, I actually do understand more clearly my faith, and as any soldier, he has three weapons. Well, he has many weapons, but I'm saying spiritually. The three weapons are, first of all, Mass, second, the sacraments, thirdly, prayer. These three things are the things that actually keep us going to the highway to heaven. Now, in some cases, in this world, we have to live in it and not of it. When we see a river going downstream, most things, bad things, always go downstream. Good things always try to go upstream. So that's what we have to do. When we are tempted to go down the river, we have to try to fight to go up to it, because the road to heaven is very narrow and steep, a bit like a mountain. The road to hell is wide and easy. With our faith gun, we have to keep on loading it, refueling it, loading it, refueling it, to get to heaven. If we don't do that, we lose our faith completely. We can't do things with our own efforts and without God's help. We can't do things with only God's help and without our own efforts. Those are the main things that we have to remember in order to get to heaven.
The highlight for me, for my confirmation, was basically getting confirmed so that now I could say I am a soldier of Christ, and it can help me on my journey to heaven. And always thinking of that and being proud of it, that is the big main highlight of it.
Life on this earth, every day of our lives, is a fight for our souls. And being confirmed has actually made me stronger, and I can go now out into the world and still be standing at the end of it.